Deadliest Warrior episode. This one is one of my personal favorites, the Shaolin monk versus the Maori warrior. I got a lot to say about the Maori warrior in and of itself, because the past like a good I'd say 5 years, good 5 maybe 6 years, like there's a lot of, there's been like a surge in like Maori representation in a lot of film and TV, mostly because of Jason Momoa and The Rock. Well, yeah, The Rock is Hawaiian, but I don't know if that's like any kind of connection to Maori at all, because Maori people is from New Zealand. That's the thing. But anyway, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff to Talkative Carl on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And don't forget to check out my Patreon, www.patreon.com/talkativecarl. If you guys want a particular video in mind that you want me to review, I'll be glad to put that on the top of the list, make it a priority for you guys, because you guys help build this channel, so you should get a say in it. It'd be great to show some support as well, be much appreciated. Anyway, yeah, if you have this keyed up on your Amazon Prime, that's where you can find these episodes. Go to the episode of season 1, Shaolin monk versus Maori, and put your time step to 0, and let's begin. This time around bought my little Bailey's red velvet alcohol. Just want to at least get a little bit of it tonight, just to relax and just enjoy the night with you guys mostly. So let's just get this all keyed up and let's begin. Salud.
A Shaolin killing machine from China. Maori warrior.
I remember last year, I believe it was last year, when I watched Moana for the first time, and man, I enjoyed that freaking film. And just a side note, I actually watched Big Hero 6 for the first time a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago, if you can believe it. That is definitely solid, but it just didn't wow me a lot like a lot of people did. Maybe I just had to be there when it actually came out and check it out. But since it's on Disney Plus, I checked it out. But it's still pretty good. I still enjoyed it. But Moana blew me away. I think Moana's like right up there with Frozen. But anyway, in Moana, they got The Rock. You got this animated character voiced by The Rock, who has all these like these intricate tattoos and like weapons similar to like the Maori's little symbol there. The twin hooks, man. The straight up Cabal Mortal Kombat stuff. And it was like Jason Momoa that really made like the haka, the Maori's fighting dance, repopularized it. I think there was like a football team that actually did a haka a couple of years back. Yeah, this is like a very, very true, like never met in battle kind of warriors. I mean, all of them are, but this is like very, very two different sets of warriors. Definitely two different sets of mentalities. You know, thousands of miles away from each other, spanning like over an ocean in different time periods. So it's like very interesting.
You want to come now? The
Defending people. These warriors
Kind of want to go to New Zealand one day.
is civil. We try constantly.
do not ready to come.
Report spiritual. Helps. Which will be
Yeah, that blew me. They actually
Maori engaged in an
eat people, at least back then. So technically, yeah, they were cannibals at that time.
Rick is a master of wushu.
No more.
Team to
Is there a right way?
champion
That was a bad pun.
Alfred.
But can he really sing?
Authority of history. Perform jaw-dropping.
I actually took martial arts classes when I was little, mostly because my stepmother wanted me and my little brother to do something on a Saturday instead of let us chill on a Saturday. I haven't gone back for years, but it's like, but I still remember a bit of the training. But it'd be nice, like, to constantly get that, keep practicing to hone the skills a bit, because you will get rusty.
This code of being
Superior. Mace. You get that.
victim.
Show.
Steel weapon. Anything that twin hook. Laser
When I played the Shaolin monk warrior on Deadliest Warrior, the game, I love using those twin hooks. They were devastating. So I could have just primarily just used those and just barely use any of the other weapons I had on hand, because the twin hooks was just like just so good. The only con out of that pro is that the fact that since Shaolin monks don't have armor and you have to heavily rely on dodging, and then you're dealing with like sometimes on the game warriors that have armor, so that's something you do have to work around, so it's not completely perfect.
In hooks also be linked. Density is
Because human beings, like if we have any kind of superpower at all, is our creative mindset.
Completely. Yes.
more
You
in counterattack.
I mean,
Battle
when I see something like that, even if I'm like on the like opposite team and I see like the other team showing off like a weapon like a twin hook and seeing it used in that way,
tight
I'm going to have to give them that props. It's like
one-on-one
that's a freaking good weapon.
greater Maori. Founding agility. From the lethal the touch
made these.
steel in hook. Army pierces. Stab. Hip check. Maori had one killing tool. Fusion. Stingray tipped with tail. Would
I imagine it'd be tough trying to catch a stingray spear. Those things are deadly
Look at
just to get their barbs.
easy for
Was that sick?
Not a kill.
Yeah.
Better.
They should have chose like a different weapon than that, because a one-shot type of strike. It's I mean, I wouldn't say it's useless, but it's like compared to a twin hooks like this is like very subpar. I mean, it's deadly.
Even hit. Looking at the range, the monks take
I mean, honestly, was there any doubt?
the weapon. Area.
was a very
Of a warrior.
Oh, they nana.
And
tattoo. 30 years. The more you achieve,
fierce. Physical.
A lot of Shaolin monks will be like shredded, man, because it's like months, the amount of training that they do every day.
In order.
That's what I'm saying. Like the discipline is just like insane.
monks. Me with this.
Coming up. Stone Club. And the Shaolin.
Yeah, I remember doing like it was like learning karate back in the day when I was little. The teacher, my sensei, you know, always drilled into us. Doesn't matter how fast the opponent is, or how big the person is, or how small the person is. You should not underestimate them. You show your respect to your opponent. It's just like, you know, because you never want to underestimate your opponent, and that's true in life. Just keep that in mind. I love using the Airmaid Piercer's special move in the game. It was just so much fun to look at. kind of like the RoboCop's gun. You just spin it, like do the whole spinning thing.
Three.
Oof. Hmm. Yeah, there's literally almost no face left in that gel torso or gel head. You hear the plop sound when the eyeballs go.
We
Committing. Only on the
Jade.
Committing.
Jade is like a very nice green color.
One blow.
A very nice shade of green.
Bulls. 2 times. If the greenstone really as lethal as the Shaolin steel weapons, Sala will first try tricks.
evil. Usually gonna swift, rapid.
Swift, rapid death.
Killing potential of the
Maori green gets the edge.
Yeah, 'cause that thing busted through those objects. It's no joke.
Monk. Here versus these perform design.
Worst thing you can do to someone is to turn species.
Killed only as a main stop.
Yeah, I have so much respect for the staff, man. When an expert uses it, it always impresses me, and I always love watching it in motion. Kind of reminds me, like, you know, Nightwing, when he had the screamer sticks and he put it together and turned into a staff. Or at least Robin in general has like a staff of some sort on his arsenal.
Monks.
The accuracy was just like phenomenal, even with in combination with the speed. It's like pat 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 pat, and it's elegant too. It's just like the level of skill you get to see in slow motion, and it just, you know, with the slow motion you can actually see the technique. You know, the eye can actually track. Well, like, to be fair, I love the staff, but technically, unless it has some kind of edge to it of some sort, it's not typically meant to kill. It's meant to disarm, or at least knock somebody out.
means used for it in or real bone.
3 times the thickness.
I wonder what they did with all that muscle. They had to cook it at least. Don't want to pull that meat to waste. But I like that line he brought. It's like the classic debate of Ali versus Foreman. It's like power versus accuracy. I mean, like personally, I would definitely go with accuracy if I had a choice. Cause like the doctor said, like, you know, when you're dealing with boxing, you can jab, 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 jab. Eventually, somebody will fall. It doesn't always have to be the knockout punch. So, like, the power isn't always necessarily the key thing. And the whip chain, oh my god, I love when they use that whip chain. It's just like, it blew my mind. It still blows my mind.
You enemy. Wushu champion. Demonstrate.
Nice work, man. There's
On the game, there has the whip chain, but they're also like a, not linked, but like a, you know, almost like a metal. I don't know if it's like a string per se, but like maybe a metal string or something stronger than an ordinary string, and like a ball of the other end. But you call it something else, but it works similar to a whip chain. I mean, he has a point. Yeah, you know, if you're dealing with like something like a whip or in any form, you have to like you know, get in close to you know, for that weapon to be useless.
You.
Like a gigantic turkey leg. Speaking of Shaolin Kitchen, I miss going to a hibachi restaurant.
Thing made for
Brute force will destroy you. I think brute force.
around multi-tool built harder. Maori Maori as a Shaolin monk. Monk Maori who is in hooks. Yes. Killing tool. Splintered by edge. Maori warrior. Former No. Yes.
Please leave a comment below to let me know which one of these weapons is your favorite. Because honestly, the twin hooks is definitely my absolute favorite. I think it's probably like one of my favorites out of the entire series, like easily in the top 5, like at least like right behind like the katana. Well, I don't know, the twin hooks honestly can probably do a whole lot more damage than, well, not probably, definitely can do a whole lot more damage than the katana, but it's just like, it's right up there, man. Because honestly, twin hooks, katana, AK-47, it's like, out of the entire series, those are like my top favorites.
Yeah, that forged agility, ferocity.
Chew. Can you imagine walking up to something like that? You'd be more puzzled than scared. Down goes Frazier. It's weird that the Maori Warrior wasn't part of the DLC for the Deadliest Warrior game.
Maori.
Would you believe that the twin hooks hold the record as the highest amount of kills out of the entire series, even amongst all the modern guns that it was showcasing on the series? It's like astounding. Okay, and that was the Shaolin Monk versus the Maori Warrior. I'm eager to know what you guys think of the episode, because honestly, this is one of my favorites. I enjoy watching this just to see like the the martial arts skills between like the Shaolin monk against a Maori warrior. But honestly, like, was there any doubt that like the Shaolin monk had better skill to dominate? Because, and then on top of that, majority of their weapons are metal compared to their the Maori's elemental type of weapons. It's just that you got to factor all that in. It kind of makes sense, despite how big they are. Technologically, they're a disadvantage compared to the Shaolin monk, who, you know, are by and large steel age, you know, warriors compared to the Maori, who are Stone Age-ish, you know, because they use like green Mary stone and wood and like, you know, animal parts just to make their weapons. Even though they are very effective, you know, most of them break off easily, and it's like you know, the green stone Mary is probably the only one that's, you know, unbreakable, because it's very hard to break jade. But yeah, like I said, I love this episode. It's very fun to watch. Please leave a comment below what you think of this episode. Do you have a favorite weapon that you've seen out of this show, this episode? And next month we'll be wrapping up season 1 with the last 2 episodes with William Wallace versus Shaka Zulu, something I really want to talk about. I've even brought up Shaka Zulu in one of my earlier videos you can check out on my YouTube channel. Want to talk about, was during February when I wanted to talk about, this is right when I first started my on-camera video. I was talking about what I want from movies about black people. It was like, because like I was sick and tired of all these slave movies, that kind of stuff. I wanted, like, you know, after Black Panther, I wanted like movies about, you know, black representation and like such, you know, a better light. And I gave prime examples of one of being like, you see so many movies about like how like Norse mythology, or like Viking warriors, or even medieval, like a lot of like medieval knights and shining armor kind of stuff, and like Game of Thrones and King Arthur stuff. But like, make movies about African warriors like Shaka Zulu. I'm pretty sure they did like a Shaka Zulu movie back in the day, but there's a lot more warriors than the Zulu nation. There's like a plethora they can play with in Hollywood as far as making a movie. You know, it doesn't even have to be about the colonization period. It can just be like anything way centuries prior, before that even happened. There's a whole livelihood, you know, Africans live way before, you know, the colonizers came over and enslaved them. So you can easily play around with that and make a entirely, you know, brand new story centered around like an African tribe, and just making a story centered around maybe like a love story, or like, you know, just saying like, you know, Robin Hood trying to overthrow like a kingdom, a evil king kind of situation. They can do something like similar to that, like a person from one African tribe trying to take down an evil king of a different tribe, or an evil king from their own tribe, that kind of thing, very easily. But that's all from a tangent. I mean, you can check out my video on YouTube just if you want to, you know, hear what I had to say about that subject. But yeah, I will see y'all next month for more Deadliest Warrior. This Friday I wanted to wait until I wrapped up season 2 of Jackie Chan Adventures before I did this, but I forgot how many episodes there in season 2 of Jackie Chan Adventures. So because like not too long ago I wrapped up season 2, well, at least like the Battle City arc of season 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh. So this Friday I will be doing like a review of that, as well as a movie review well, I probably won't wait till that to the end of the month. There's like a particular video a long time subscriber has requested that I will put on the docket. I won't post it on it'll be posted on Patreon first. So if you're a Patreon member, you can check that out first before anybody else. This is pretty much talking about like video games based off of movies based off of video games. He didn't give me any specifics of a particular topic revolving around those, so I'm just going to talk about them in general. So stay tuned for that this Friday, and I definitely will hop into some more Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu this Friday if I'm feeling up to it. But yeah, I will see you guys soon. Take care. I love you all 3000.